Hello and welcome to Chasing Diecast Cars. So my local hypermarket is remodeling and therefore they are clearancing some of their stuff, also some diecast. I did a in-store video about 3 weeks ago called Clearance at Local Hypermarket. Then it was Majorette and some Bburago cars, not the Ferrari ones, they were clearancing. This week I found these Ferrari cars. I knew they had them. I think they appeared there at the end of last year. Didn't want to buy them then because I thought they were too expensive. Now I think they did the old illegal trick again. If I can remember well, they were $2.99, so they put $3.90 on the sticker, so they raised the normal price, and then 50% off is $1.95. Still too much in my opinion for these cars, but on the other hand cheaper than a Hot Wheels car in that store. Those are €2.19, so that's about $2.50 US. And you know, they're Ferraris, so it's the only brand apart from Tomica and a few others that do Ferrari. So if you want to get Ferraris, you have to buy these. So these are the smaller ones, the 2.75 inch ones, and not the 3-inch ones. At the end of the video I will do some comparisons with the 3-inch ones and also with some Hot Wheels and a Matchbox, so we can look at the size and the features and stuff. Let's first take a look at the packaging. I had to pull off the sticker on this one just to be able to see the card art. So we get a drawing of the car that is in the blister, the Ferrari logo, Ferrari Race and Play Evolution it says. Then on the side here it says the car name, F40 Competizione. And then in the back here at the bottom we have the production date, 2017 this one is. And a lot of information, the Ferrari official product sticker, and then you get to see the set all in red. So I have the whole set, 2 colors of each. Here they only show the red ones, but that of course is a very significant color for Ferrari. So first up I'm going to open them all up, and then we're going to compare them with some other ones. So there's a little hole here in the back, but I can't stick my finger in because they put a sticker over it, so that's silly. So maybe I'll just open them like this. So these don't have an interior. I'll zoom in a little bit, makes it easier to look at them. No interior. They get some detail. For instance, I don't know if it will show up on camera, but even though it is red, they do put a little dab of red paint on the taillights. I think that is cool. Got a little taillight, I mean exhaust molded into the casting, but not that detailed. It does get side view mirrors. On the front it gets the headlights and the Ferrari logo, and that's about it when it comes to tampos. Of course, we all know the wheels leave a lot to be desired. That is also the case with the 3-inch ones, but you know, it is what it is. Can't change that. Let me put a little sticker over this one. So here we got the yellow one. So again we get the tail lights, and we get the headlights and the Ferrari logo. Maybe I'll show the base. There you go. Also has the production date on the base and some info, not much. So these feel pretty light. It's got the louvers here on the back. Next up we got the 488 GTB. So this one does not get some extra red paint on the back. It does get the Ferrari logo, and it does get Ferrari here on top. And then in the front here, headlights and Ferrari logo again. 488 GTB, also 2017 production. We also got a blue one. These packagings are all taped on this side. Now I see that. There's a little circle sticker here on this side. That's annoying. So here we got the blue version. A very nice color, I must say. Paint wise, these are all very well done. Did not find any that had serious issues when it comes to paint. So this one does get the red taillights, get the Ferrari logo also like the other one, and here in the front the same. Then we got the Enzo Ferrari in red. So again, a little bit of red paint on the taillights. The Ferrari logo, Il Cavallino Rampante, headlights, and again the logo. Got the windscreen wiper molded into the glass. 2017 production also. And then we got the yellow version. Again, taillights, logo, headlights, logo. Then we got the GTC4 Lusso. Again, the taillights, Ferrari emblem. It's got the detailed exhaust. And again, in the front, headlights and logo. Here's a silver version. The Ferrari logo does not show up very well because it's silver, but it is there. It's better in the front, and even though it is a silver car, the headlights do get also a separate coating, separate tempo, so that's nice. Then we got the 812 Super Fast. This one does not seem to get extra paint on the taillights, just a logo. Same in the front as usual. Got the little spoiler lip here that is part of the base. 2017 production also. I think these were released in 2017, by the way. It does get the Ferrari here on top too. And the last one, the Laferrari. Here we do get some extra paint on the taillights again. Ferrari logo. Here the exhausts are molded into the casting. They are not part of the plastic base like most of the others have. So that's nice. And again, the same in the front. Also the spoiler lip being part of the base. 2017 production also. And the last one, yellow version of the Laferrari. So now let's take a look at some other versions and compare them. Here's a F40 by Matchbox, and I also got a F40 Competizione from, and maybe I'll open it up on camera, the 3-inch model by Bburago. So let's first take a look at this one. So these get more detail. They get the Scuderia badge on the side. It's got the taillights. This is, I think, painted. Yeah, the black part is painted. It's not plastic. Also the exhausts are painted. Here you get some black paint on the spoiler, the wing, Scuderia badge. And then in the front you get some paint here in the front spoiler, and then the headlights get a little bit more detailed tempo, and there's also a Ferrari logo, and of course these have an interior. You can see the engine through the back window, got the louvers here also, so a lot more detailed. The base, this is a 2015 production. Pretty much comparable base. Wheels also. So let's take a look at the 2.75 inch one compared to the 3-inch one. You can see the scale, the size difference. What I like about this one is the stance is much better. It's much lower than this one is. This one looks like a 4x4 version. That's how high it is up. And also the casting itself, this one, it looks a bit cartoonish. This one looks better. It's lower. It's I think they've done a better job on this one. Size-wise, I'm going to just zoom out a little bit. It's going to be easier. Size-wise, you can see the length is much shorter. The width, I'm not sure. It is, yeah, it's marginally smaller in width also. Now let's take a look at the Ferrari compared to the 2.75 inch Bburago. This one also is too high. It's because it has suspension. So lengthwise, oh, maybe it's interesting to see what scale this is in. This is 159. So this is pretty big compared to 164. So looking at the size, this one is, in my opinion, closer to 164 than the Matchbox one. The width, pretty much the same, I guess. Not much difference. Matchbox is a little bit wider, but not by much. So if this one had an interior and better wheels, it would look really good, I think. Because the castings aren't bad. I think they are pretty well done. Then let's take a look at the 488 GTB. So that's this one, and compare it with the 3-inch version. So here we have again more detail. Scuderia badge. It's got the 488 GTB on the license plate. It's got some black paint there. The logo, Ferrari name, see-through window to see the engine and the interior. You got the more detailed headlights compared to this one. Just a silver part. Here you get some detail. Wheels are a little bit different, but yeah, pretty ugly. I think we will all agree on that. Stands, well, I think they both are okay. This one isn't as high as the F40 was. This one does sit a little bit lower. It's got a nice stance. I think the wheels look pretty small inside the wheel arches, but all in all, both have rear view mirrors. Size wise, yeah, you can see the difference, 3" and 2.75. Now, of course, Hot Wheels, I think, quit before, or lost the Ferrari license before the 488 was released. I did dig out a 458, so that's the predecessor of the 488. So we can take a look at those two, as I'm interesting to see size-wise how they compare. This is a 2014 release. So I know it's not the same model, I have to make that clear, but it's just interesting to see size-wise. So these are pretty close. Hot Wheels isn't 164 either, so they just look at the size of the blister and make it fit. Of course, the Bburago one always gets the front and rear deco, where Hot Wheels often gives it a side deco and then no front or rear. So I think all in all, Bburago did a pretty good job on this one. It's a little bit less wide too, but not by much. Then I'm going to take a look at the Enzo Ferrari. So here's the 275 version, and here's the 3" version. Again, more detail, Scuderia badge in the back. You got the Enzo license plate. We got some, what seems to be a little bit of silver paint on the exhausts. Got the Ferrari logo and some black paint in the grille here. Ferrari on the back. Interior, a little bit of red paint here also. There's some dirt on there. Scuderia badge, of course, and in the front, detailed headlights, Ferrari logo, and some black paint there in these air vents. Then here we got the 2.75 version. Stance wise, this one looks to be a little bit more high. This one is actually lower, but you can see the black base underneath it, and that makes it look like it's higher than it actually is, because you know the shadow and the black base look like one piece, but it is actually pretty low also. So stance wise, I think again they did a good job on this one. This one, in my opinion, a little bit too high. Again, size-wise, there should be a difference, and there is. And I don't have a red Enzo Ferrari by Hot Wheels, but I do have a yellow one, so maybe we'll just take this one to compare. I think that makes more sense. So this one is 2013, yeah it is, 2013. It's got some package drop again, so it's about time it's liberated from its plastic prison. So let's look at the size. Pretty much the same, a little different. The Bburago is a little bit shorter, not by much again. So Ferrari has the tampos on top and on the side and on the front, so pretty well done in the tampo department by Hot Wheels. Just the back doesn't get any, and that's it. Again, you can see the Bburago one is a little bit lower, so it's got again a pretty good stance. Again, job well done there. And in the front, yeah, looking pretty good. Then we're going to look at the GTC4 Lusso. And here I don't have a 3-inch Bburago version because they did not make that model in 3-inch. What I do have is the predecessor, at least I think it's the predecessor because I'm not a Ferrari expert by no means. So if I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comments. But I think this is the 4-door version, and this is also the 4-door version. This was called the FF then, now the GTC4 Lusso. So of course Hot Wheels does not have that version because again they lost the license in 2014. So it's not the same car, I know, so comparison is a little bit off, but let's do it anyway, just for giggles. A little bit shorter, the Bburago, again not by much. Strange thing is, on the pegs, this is called 172 scale, and then the larger Bburagos, the 3-inch ones, 164, which is totally not accurate because I think this is way more closer to 164 than the 3-inch ones. Anyways, again, very nice stance, very low, but the Hot Wheels one also has a very nice stance, of course. Pretty much the same in detail in the front. The Hot Wheels gets the Scuderia logo, but it does not get taillights. That is very disappointing. The GTC4 Lusso now has 4 taillights, where the FF only had 2 apparently. So a little bit different there, but you know, all in all, I think the Bburago does not look that bad compared to the Hot Wheels. Could be worse, let's say that. Then next one is the A12 Superfast. A12 Superfast, again, no similar model with the 3-inch versions. So I chose this one, thinking that is the predecessor of this one, the F12 Bernadetta. Again, not an expert, correct me if I'm wrong. So here you get again more details, even the Pininfarina logo on the side, well, the name on the side. It's a very nice touch. Here the taillights are not extra painted, but the exhausts are. This little, I think, brake light is the logo, Ferrari name. So much more detail. In the front, Also a lot of detail, a lot of black parts painted in. These are screwed together, by the way. So again, shorter as it should be, and it's a different model, so not 100% comparable. They look very much alike in my opinion, but you can see there's some difference, of course, otherwise it would not be a new model. And I also have a Hot Wheels version, so that of course we're going to compare with the yellow one. F12 Berlinetta again, so not the exact same model. This is a 2014 release. Size-wise, well, they are pretty much the same. I mean, there's not really much difference. Just a little tad smaller in width, a tad smaller in length, but not a big difference. Again, no taillights on the Hot Wheels one. It's got side deco, so you can got the Pininfarina logo here, and the indicator light. So that's very nicely done. The front, pretty much the same. Stance-wise, the Hot Wheels one has the bigger rear wheel. I think the Enzo had that too, and the EFF not. What else do we have here? The 458 had it too. The Matchbox one did not. Not a big fan of the bigger rear wheels. It fits on some cars, but most cars could do without, and I think they're coming back from that. So, and side profile, I must say the Bburago looks better. But they both got a great stance. Here again, got the base is black, is visible on the side, so it's actually lower than it looks because of the shadow. So stance wise they are both really well done. And then we finish off with the Laferrari. Now I only have two gray ones, so let's take the red one to compare because it's such a important Ferrari color. Oops, almost crashed into the camera. So again, Scuderia logo, lots of detail in the back, tail lights, these little red lights here, the exhaust, then here the brake light here on top, it's got some silver dots on it, the Ferrari emblem, Ferrari name. So yeah, all in all, very well detailed. So here we got its little brother. Stance wise, this looks much better. This is way too high again, in my opinion. And then let's take a look at the Hot Wheels version. This is from 2014, so a lot of them are from the last year Hot Wheels did Ferrari. So now let's compare it immediately side by side. Again, not much of a difference, a little bit smaller in width, a little bit smaller in length, but not much. The back, lots of plastic on the Hot Wheels one. The base base here, this black part is completely part of the base, so not a lot of metal in the back here. That's disappointing. On the side we get a Scuderia logo on a very strange spot. I can't believe that is correct with the real vehicle. Front pretty much comparable. Stands, again we got a black plastic part here sticking out on the side. Same here with this one, but it's got the bigger wheels in the back again. Profile look. This one looks more sleek. Got the smaller wheels in the back. Again, sidewise. I think the Bburago does look a little better. Yeah, it does. On top here, got the smoked window. Very much comparable. This one does have an interior, but you can't see much of it because of the smoked window, so why bother making an interior, you'd think. So that's my video about these Bburago Ferraris in 2.75 inch scale and their brothers in 3-inch scale, and some Hot Wheels and Matchbox counterparts. Let me know what you think about these and about which ones are better than the others. I thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.